What is up, flippers, you wonderful people? Welcome back to another video where I do the intro the exact same way every single time because originality is a futile pursuit. Anyway, sorry, that was probably the most depressing intro I've made. Don't worry, it's not a reflection on my mental health, guys. But anyway, we're doing another ball song review. Actually, unboxing. I should be technical, but it is not this. No, this is the LDY Serious, and yes, it is serious. Very, very serious. Not Cyrus. I will not be making that mistake again. Shout out to the person who corrected me on that. Thank you very much. And by the way, guys, like if I make a mistake, don't be bashful. Tell me I'm stupid, and that I need to correct the mistake. Anyway. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I'm feeling a little spicy today. But let's go ahead and dive right into this. I'm sure you already know what it is, but I'm going to pretend like it's a surprise anyway because that's more fun. And yes, you don't get to know where I live. Anyway, let's jump into this. Oh, man, if I can cut today, what is wrong with me? Here we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's double packaged. Let's check it out. Oh, there's a lot going on. Okay, all right, so we got the Nabalis. Oh my goodness, look at that. I love the like gradient rainbow effect. It's really, really pretty. But what is this? Hold on, I gotta check this out first. What do I have in here? Is this one of their stands? Did I order a stand? I don't remember. Oh, I did order a stand. It's the Halloween stand. Is it? Check that out. Oh my goodness, my people, my guys. This is so awesome. And they give you extra batteries too. Oh, that's so nice. I love it. I absolutely love it. And this is adorable. Okay, so this is the Halloween stand that they were having. I don't know how long it's going to be on there. It's probably just going to sell out at this point. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's a fun pre-unboxing. We'll hold on to that later. We'll check out what the blade looks like inside of there. We're going to set the serious aside for now, and we're just going to jump right into this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, honestly, I love the aesthetic they got going on here. And as always, Nabalis has some of the best like hard shell cases on the market, at least that come with the blade, with the Bali, I mean. But let's jump right into it without further ado. They gave me both Loctite and lube. I wasn't expecting that because I'm pretty sure I got a false blade. And, you know, we'll get to this in a minute. I know, this is what you're here for. But we got to admire the goods. We got to admire. Okay, so Nabalis, I think, is oriented largely to beginners for the most part. And so sending the Loctite, well, Thread Locker, I guess Loctite is trademark, but the Thread Locker and the lube, absolutely love that. They're just sample sizes, but it's great. You might be able to get 2 Balis out of it. And then, of course, the stickers and the bite handle indicators. And, you know, honestly, I wish that more balisong makers included bite handle indicators because I like them. I've gotten Nabalis bite handle indicators on a Revo Nexus and the LDY Orion because those two don't come with bite handle indicators and they kind of need it being live blades and all. But anyway, I got stickers to go on things. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's set that aside for the time being and we'll find a place for these guys. Oh, crud, I dropped one. Where'd he go? Oh, no. All right, run away. There we go. Got him. And also, if you didn't know, these glow in the dark, which is really, really cool. I love that. I love that they glow in the dark. All right, as always, we got hardware, extra hardware. We got 2 T10 bits, which is awesome. We got extra bushings, extra washers, extra screws. I mean, honestly, this is great. Absolutely love this. And I didn't know this before, but on the Nabalis Volp, they send you an extra pair so you can practice tuning, which is really cool. But anyway, this is not the Volp. This is the wing. Oh, and yes, I got the burgundy version because I just thought that looked wonderful. And there we go. All right. And once again, if you guys didn't know, Nabalis puts these on their false edges because customs. So this is not anything you need to keep. You can chunk it. But wow. Oh, wow. This thing is like heavy with lube. This is very, very lubed up. I should clean this, but you know what? I'm going to give you guys the initial reaction. Okay, so, wow. Okay, so this is a channel style, false edge, right? Yep, false edge, so it's not sharpened. False edge balisong that runs on bushings. Let's go ahead and test the tolerances. No tap. No tap whatsoever, like absolutely none. Let's see the play. Nothing. Wow. And a really big gap. It runs on Zen pins. Let's see. It looks like it might be slightly blade biased. I'm still learning how to gauge the balance of a balisong. But let's take a moment to admire this blade. Wow. That is a beautiful blade. Honestly, I'm really happy that I have the Sirius right next to me because they look like they could be siblings. Maybe more like cousins. But wow. Wow. That blade is beautiful. It's got a whole bunch of lube on it. I will be getting a rag to clean that off, but wow. This is beautiful. So the grip is interesting. I'm not sure how well this grip is going to fare because it's all over the place. I mean, as you can see, we have this texturing that starts out diagonal and then starts to go more vertical, and then it's just completely vertical down here at the bottom. I like the jumping. The jumping is really nice. And I like the channel construction here that they put together. So, well, you know what? Let's jump right into it. How does this flip? Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. It's deceivingly heavy. Like, it doesn't feel like a heavy volley at all until you start to flip it. And then, wow. It moves slow. It moves methodical. And if I had to guess, I would say it's because there's a lot of end weight. This is just a block. This is a block of material down here. I'm pretty sure it's aluminum. Go ahead and fact check me on that. I'll have to double check. But anyway, it's just a block of material. It's not hollowed out at all. And you really feel that in flipping this because the overall weight is not heavy, but the weight distribution is absolutely affecting the flippability of it. Now, mind you, it flips really, really well, but I would not consider this a fast volley. I would consider this, a little bit slower. Kind of take your time, but wow, I can keep control over it. Wow, it's so easy to flip. Like this thing just wants to go. Slowly, but, no issues whatsoever. And, I'm sorry if you guys are having trouble seeing. I've got this chest mount, and it doesn't always want to stay in focus. Oh, sorry. Here we go. All right. Now, the flippability of this, I am really liking it. I don't know if I have something that I can solidly compare this to. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, and the grip hasn't let me down yet. What about a choker fan? Oh, that was... Okay, hold on. Does it fan well? It's definitely interesting. So, the jumping I can hold on to really well. But if I don't have a good grip, it slides right out of my fingers like this, because it slides along the grooves. So, I don't know. All right, so I looked at a couple other bollies that I've got, and, the one that I find flips the most like this, oh, well, there it goes. The one that I find that flips the most like this right now is probably the Volt Pro. And it's hard to say why, because when I do the test, this leans a little bit neutral, like maybe a little bit handle bias, and then this one, I think, is leaning a little bit blade bias. You see that? And so the fact that I'm pulling this for the comparison is a little interesting to me, at least. And I think that the reason I'm pulling this one is because this one also has a lot of material in the ends, but still not quite as much. When I tell you that this has a totally different flipping experience than anything else I have, I mean it. It's a little bit bizarre even. But it flips nice. It's just different. It's different. I'm taking some time to get used to it. Let's see. The grip, right now, I think the grip is probably my biggest complaint. It's really smooth. And so once there's motion along that path, along that channel, it just slides out of your hands. And so I would actually be a little bit concerned, a little bit nervous to flip this too fast. I think that would present some problems, but it rolls over really, really nice. And let's see, what about fans? I think it fans pretty well, actually. The handles, they're definitely square, but it's hard to describe it. You can kind of see it. Let's see if we can focus. It's that or over here on the flat surface, and it starts to taper down. And so we have more of a rounded shape over here. And so, oh, there it goes. Up top, it's actually rounder than it is down here. And so this definitely feels more blocky. So things like well, actually, you know what? That doesn't feel bad. Now, of course, I'm slipping off because of that grip again. But the balance is actually really, really nice. And it fans well, at least from what I can tell so far. I would say that the grip, like the actual profile of the grip, not the texture, but the profile, has a similar structure to the Sirius by LDY, which I actually showed off at the beginning of this video. But in terms of the balance, I don't know. It kind of feels like the Volt Pro, but definitely heavier in the tip. Like, it has a lot more tip weight. And so that's why I find this so interesting. I don't think I have anything else with as much tip weight as this thing right here. And, you know, that's saying something, because I have the Mermaid by Bali Shark, and that thing has a lot of tip weight. So that's interesting. I'll tell you what I'll do. We are going to jump to the tripod so I can actually do things like a chaplain, and you can see it. Man, come on, fans. There we go. Kind of. Okay, yeah. We're going to jump to the tripod, and yeah, that's where we're going to do the rest of the video. Anyway, I'll see you there. Hey, it's Future Tim. I was putting this video together, and I realized I did not give you a sound test, so let's do that real quick. Hope you like that. Let's continue with the video now. All right, we're at the tripod, and yeah, I get to move around a little bit more. We're gonna try a few things. Let's see if well, there it goes. Yeah, it's still sharp, and actually, wow, that tip is really pointing. I'm not sure how well you can see it right now, but that's actually a very pointy tip. And if you wanted to sharpen this, I think it would sharpen really well, actually. Let's see. How do I feel about it? How do I feel about this? Ooh, how do I feel about it, guys? Okay, it carries momentum pretty freaking well. Let's try an aerial. Okay, the aerials. I'm nervous to do it because I've stabbed my hand on aerials before, and this is a very, very pointy tip. Like, this would go in deep. Okay, let's try the chaplain. Oh, okay. It chaplains really well. How fast can we go? Yet the tip weight is really helping with the chaplain. Like, I'm making really tight circles right now. I started to lose it right there. Whoa, there it goes. Okay, so let's try that again. Yeah, no, I like the chaplain. You can't get too tight. It definitely falls off if you go too tight. But, I mean, it chaplains really well, you know? It fans pretty well. Starting the fan is a little bit trickier than some of the other volleys. But once you get started on the fan, it fans really nice, I think. Let's see, how flat? How flat does it fan? I told you, starting that fan is a little bit tricky, and that's because timing when you're supposed to start the fan is difficult because of the tip weight. And so when it's going, it just wants to keep going. Okay, so that was pretty good. It's a pretty flat fan. It's not the flattest. The blade is definitely going up a little bit, and I think the tip weight is pulling the blade up, so it ends up fanning in this position a little bit. Now, this is exaggerated, but that's the idea. So it's not bad. I don't think it's my best fanner. I think that the Sirius and the Glider definitely fan a little bit better than this. Let's see if I can do... Yeah, I can do an aerial. It's getting a little bit dark in here, but I can get those aerials. But you know what? Oh, that was a good fan. That one actually fanned really well. The handles are conducive to fanning. The weight distribution is a little bit awkward for me. But you know what? Overall, my thoughts on this are that it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful blade. False edge, which I think is nice. It's definitely an aggressive style. I would not consider this public friendly. but it's gorgeous. The grip, I'm gonna flip it for a while, but the grip is probably my biggest complaint. And I've heard that before, but the grip is a little bit slippery. I would say that it's similar to like something. Oh, there it goes. Something like the Volp in terms of the slipperiness, but a little bit worse in certain circumstances. What I mean by that is the Volp in general is just kind of slippery. This is not slippery when you go against the grooves, right? But when you go with the grooves, you slide right off. And so some of these tricks, I won't have like the firmest grip and it's gonna slide right out. Also, I think this would be pretty bad if your hands start to get a little bit sweaty. Yeah, but let's see. It carries momentum so well. Like, I know I'm dropping on the helix, guys. That's just because I'm bad at flipping. I'm not the greatest flipper. I review these balisongs because I think it's fun. But man, yeah, it actually. Oh, that might be the cleanest whip rollover I have ever done. That was nice. But you know what? Let's do some of the fun stuff too. Let's have a look at the stand. Let's see how this fits. Oh ho ho! Okay, check it out, guys. Check it out. That is adorable. That is so cute. And then let's turn it on. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. And you know, Nabalis, as always, just makes the absolute best stands. I have the I think I have the Volp stand coming in. Oh crud. You know what? I think I already bent the tip. Yeah, man. I dropped it right on the tip. I don't know if you can see that, but I definitely bent the tip. It landed right on it. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. You know what? It's my fault. I dropped it. That'll happen. But yeah, there's not a lot of material there. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this off for now. There's not a lot of material there, and so it's definitely really, really thin. But that tip is very much bent, and so that's sad. I'm gonna have to try and bend that back, or just get it retipped. But you know, overall, this thing is beautiful. It carries balance wonderfully well. I'm gonna try and save it from further damage. I think I kind of want to take care of this just because it's such a good showpiece. It's beautiful. It's presented so well, and the texture I think is going to make it more prone to dropping, and so I'm going to be a little bit more careful about that. I would not consider this to be, you know, an EDC. If I were to sharpen the blade, I would not use this as an EDC, and I wouldn't use this as beater either because. Right now, the grip is my biggest complaint, as you know. And right now, I don't have the confidence that I would be able to save this from unnecessary falls. The grip on the Glider Pacific is really good. I love taking this thing out because I don't drop it very much. You can compare it to my other ballies. I drop ballies all the time. But the grip on this is a little bit more reliable. Things like the Volp Pro, which I've got over here. The G10 helps with that a lot, and the jumping helps so much. And so I don't have a problem carrying this either because I don't drop this as much either. But yeah, I mean that's the Nabalis wing. It's beautiful. I like it, and you know its pros is it's got gorgeous aesthetics. You know, when you don't bend the tip, and it's just a stunning blade design, and the colors, everything about this is so nice. The weight distribution, it's odd, it's different. I don't have anything that is distributed this way. This is my first, and then the grip. I don't like the grip. I wish it was more grippy. But yeah, that's my review of the Nabalis wing. Let me know what you guys think. If you like it, if you want other things, and you know, in the meantime, if you do nothing else, happy flipping. Bye, guys.